Hey guys, Robert Oakridge here. Had a pretty big round last night, and I thought I'd go ahead and record the replay and narrate a little bit and see if you guys might enjoy watching it. So, no further ado, here we go. So I spawned in the middle here, Tier 7 Falxmen, map of Augustus. I usually don't spawn in the middle and usually don't run down the middle, because why would a barbarian player go down the middle on this map, right? Well, Sir Shields here is a pretty loyal viewer on my Twitch stream, so not in a party with him, but when I saw him on my team, I thought I'd kind of hang out around him for a little bit. So rather than hitting all that stuff in the middle there, fast forward. As you can see, Mr. Shields here is being pursued by some Miltiadis hoplites and some Kanane archers. So I'm gonna go help him out. Archers, seems like they didn't see me, a little too focused on running down these archers and getting in range, so I'm able to get a Fury charge off. Not a great one, but didn't need to be. Just gotta knock him down, get in his lines a little bit so I can activate the hamstring ability, the unit ability on Tier 7 Falxmen all the way through Tier 10. Slows him down, and then I can go ahead and chop away. So Cav are gonna come help finish these archers off here. ZJNF. Get a rear charge and close this out. Shields is here fighting these two hoplites off because the cavalry, of course, doesn't want to engage the hoplites. Trying to avoid it because that is a hard counter to the cavalry. So it's going to be up to me to help Shields out with these hoplites as well. So I got a nice rear charge opportunity here. I'm going to send one unit off for that rear charge rather than blobbing. I'll send one unit off for the charge. Send the other two to help out Shields getting pursued. Get a pretty good damage off on that charge. Not going to get a route because Shields doesn't have enough left in that Falx unit to provide a flank damage to the hoplites. So going to get a route here on these hoplites to get just enough around the edge here to get a left flank morale damage bonus and get the route. Here this guy has got enough phalanx, so he's going to be stubborn and require a little assistance to get rid of him. I try to swing around the back, but he does a pretty good job of backpedaling and turning his phalanx to get a left flank and not a rear flank. Helps him stay in the fight a little bit longer. But 3-on-1, he's not going to be able to hold out. So let's fast forward here. So I got two options here. I can go try to push through here and get into this fight in the middle. But as you can see, I got teammate has two hoplites with archers. I think he's going to be okay. We also have some cav coming from the other side, so I make the decision to go ahead and pursue two archers in the one hoplite unit right here with the cav pushing the flank. So that's where I'm going to go. We'll fast forward a little bit. This guy's going to go ahead and start running away. I had no other real option here. In hindsight, he probably should have held in this choke point, because this is not going to play out in his favor. I guess with the rapid advance, possibly he didn't realize I was playing Boudica, a Vercingetorix player. He probably would have been able to outrun, but being Boudica with the rebellion buff and that 10% movement speed, he's not going to be able to outrun me. So he goes ahead and gets in the grass. Cavalry could have helped out and got on the watchtower, but they don't. So let me pause this. So I got him in the grass here. I know he's about, somewhere in this vicinity. Saw the arrows come out of the grass. Now, you don't know whether they're going to shoot left, shoot right, or keep going straight back. So I decided to go ahead and split my units here. One left, one middle, one right. In case he goes one of those other ways, I can still get a hamstring off and slow him down. So it turns out he goes ahead and falls straight back, which is fine. Now I have a nice wide line. Try to keep the lines as much as I can for enveloping and cross-charging down here. So the hoplites are forced to engage the cavalry, protect the archers. He pursues a little bit. I go ahead and push left, push right. Go ahead and hit these archers with my charge and engage with my other unit. Get a hamstring off on these hoplites, slow them down to get them out of the fight. Finish the archers off, and now I can encircle with my other Falxmen who've just about finished the archers. Get the route there. Finish the hoplites off. One lone archer squirted out back here. For a second there, I think about pursuing just to finish him off, but still fairly close. 430 to 260 is a big fight going on here. I need to get involved in that fight. This guy is no real threat, so we'll go ahead and end the pursuit. Right here, Arminius Cavalry is able to almost fool my archers and get in there. I fooled Sancho here. Sancho goes ahead and takes off, so it'll be up to me to help these archers out. Got 5 archers in one confined area, so Cav's going to be running at these archers for the next minute or two. Get a couple hamstrings off. Got Rebellion up on one of these units. Excuse me, both of these units, actually. And Cav's going to get another charge off. I can't, try to not eat charges, but here I get a Fury off. A futile Fury charge off, eat a bunch of damage, but I get entangled in all 3 of his units, which is really all I wanted to do there. Tie him up, let my archers squirt out the back. Bring my other Falxmen around. Once again, encircle, envelop, and rout. That is the primary way to play barbarians, especially if you're using Arminius or Boudica with the speed buffs. Arminius Cav gets another charge off. That was my bad right there. To be honest, I believe I was zoomed in here and did a Control A and right-clicked and didn't realize that the cavalry was tearing my archers up, so screwed up there. But I realize it here. Better late than never. Get in here, let my archers get away, and he's going to go ahead and take off after this hamstring wears off. I get 1 charge through. Do some pretty good damage there. But Arminius Cav, of course, not going to be able to keep up with him. So I'm going to leave 1 unit back to hang out with these archers. Still 5 units. Send my other 2 to get in the fight. We're down to 150 to 90, so outcome is still very much in doubt here, especially when I got 5 units. We're very vulnerable, and as you can see, it's not looking good here for my guys, so I got to get engaged as soon as possible before these units are down and then they're focusing on me. So I get a rear charge off on these cavalry right here. Swing around. I think about getting in front of this phalanx, but I think better of it basically because he's already in phalanx, so I'm risking friendly fire damage. Swing around and get a rear charge on these hoplites who come down and committed onto my onto my Falxmen. Turn those Falxmen on the hoplites and get another quick rout. Able to dispatch him as they're getting rid of my hoplite teammate up there. And I'm gonna go ahead and back out of here as they throw the fire and regroup a little bit. Cavalry's come from the rear again, engaged with the 1 unit I left back, and we should be able to finish him off right here. And I believe that's the last cav unit. Now there's one more. I guess you can count that as cav unit. 1 single horse left. So that, of course, is the major threat to my archers. Once the cav's down, we can relax a little bit. He'll make 1 last charge to get a few more points. Get rid of him real quick. And now we're 80 to 20, 82 to 26. This is Vercingetorix's Falxmen, so not a lot of speed there. So I make the decision. Here my archers are going to be okay with no cav threat, no fast infantry threat. And somebody had typed that there was a unit going to our base. So I go back to investigate, thinking my archers are going to be okay. I'll go ahead and fast forward. Turned out there wasn't a unit going to the base. Got some bad information. And in the meantime, our archers overcommitted. Got hit from behind. Didn't sustain a ton of damage. Able to get out. Still 1 unit. And shields here still alive. And I'm trying to catch back up here now that I realize there's no threat behind us. Archers shouldn't be getting caught. I think this guy does, though, if memory serves me correct. But anyways, Roman units here, not much left. I just kind of blob in, get rid of them as quickly as possible. No need to get cute and run in circles. Just get rid of them and move on to the next threat. Roman infantry player here, Germanicus, decides to retreat. In hindsight, he should have cut off this choke point and maybe engage him frontally. Instead, he goes out to the open, which is, of course, where I want to fight, out in the open. Use my speed, ability to flank, create some opportunities to charge across. So they keep retreating. They're not sure whether to engage these archers or deal with me. So I'm going to go ahead and split up, basically do 3 lanes. So if they commit to any one unit, I can charge in the flank or in the rear. So we're still just pursuing. And right here, I'm going to get a charge off on the cavalry. Well, never mind. Scorched Earth gets thrown down. Good Scorched Earth by Dark Sun. So I'll eat some of that. And decide to pursue here. Get the charge off on the Romans who turn their back to run away. And we're now able to turn back around in time to get their charge off. Get a rear charge with my 2nd unit. Engage with my 3rd. Vercingetorix Falxmen player goes Iron Discipline Defiance. So that's something I don't want to engage. Hamstring. Able to run away and let that Defiance time out. And as you can see, half second now, it times out very quickly. The Roman player goes down. And once again, I'm going to try to split my units up 3 separate groups here. Create some more angles, more flanking opportunities since I have a 3-on-2 advantage. He decides to engage one of my Falxmen units with 2 of his. Creates even more opportunities for flanking. I get a flank charge in here. Hitting Rebellion just prior to the charge, so it will activate after I'm in. And 1 more rear charge. As Defiance is still on cooldown, Iron Discipline came down right as I engaged, which just coincidentally worked out in my favor. Obviously would have engaged either way, but just the bonus. And just like that, 7,700 damage. I'll go ahead and fast forward. There's 1 unit left, 1 archer unit. The 1 archer I let live earlier happens to be the one that lives and allows me to get some more capture points to just kind of pad what is already a really good round. So we'll go and run the clock out, and right there, 7,700 damage. I believe just over 11,599 total score, which is a Falxmen player is a very good score, seeing as how we're not going to ever dominate the defense department. So really only 3 categories we can score in. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the footage. Not flawless by any means, but a pretty big score, so I thought I'd go ahead and share it. That's it. Thanks for watching.